What's going on, guys? This is Damian from The Lookout, and I am here with Topku's actual numbers, the full leader and color breakdown from the PPG Fusion World Regionals. Yes, I have everything. I went through everything. I'm going to show you what's being played the most, what's being played the least, what was the color breakdown of the event. We're gonna go over everything in this video. But before we begin, guys, we give away codes on every single Fusion World video. We give away 2 codes to 1 lucky winner. All you gotta do is be a subscriber, leave a comment and like the video, and then at the end of the next Fusion World video I'm going to showing you the lucky winner. And of course, a huge shout out to the Coffee Club, our lovely patrons. These are our $2 and up patrons that buy us coffee. They keep this crazy content grind going. And guys, thanks a lot for support. If you wish to join the Coffee Club, link to a patron is in the description below. And I think that's about everything. Roll the video! As with all of our videos, let's start with the breakdown. So this is your full leader breakdown from the PPG Fusion World Regionals. I'm gonna show you what was the correct percentage number for Topku. I'm gonna show you what else was played at the event, what's gonna happen next. I have some speculation on what's gonna happen next, and I'm gonna show you the overall color breakdown chart basically, so that you can see how each color stands. Let's go and find it out. Guys, before we begin, some transparency and some data explanation, because you might be wondering, hey, where is this guy getting the numbers from? So I have all of the submitted decklists and I went through all of them. It took me hours. I've manually eliminated every single resubmission. I've triple checked to make sure that everything is there. And then I started counting and noting down various colors and leaders. So I've ended up with 192 decks. There are 8 decks missing. Those could be waiting list submissions, those could be last minute submissions, they just weren't in the file that I was checking. But of course, this is such a small percentage that it's not really gonna change anything. So with all of this put into consideration, this is the most accurate data from the event. It can't get more accurate than that, like the source was strictly from the event. So I also did a color breakdown, so you can see how each color stands. And yeah, I think I have covered everything. Let's check out the leader breakdown. Here it is, guys, the leader breakdown. So yeah, pretty different, right? So what's actually going on here? Well, here are the actual numbers of all the leaders at the event, every single one. Like I told you, spent hours doing this. I went through every single one of them multiple times. So Topku made 52% of all decks in the room, not 87, not 170, 101 Topkus in total, equaling to 52%. And then the rest made 48%. So yeah, when you look at it like that, Topku is still in a massive advantage over everything else. But it's not like everyone brought Topku. It's not like everyone came and brought Topku. Like 48% of decks were everything else. So players were experimenting with other leaders. Unfortunately, Topku is just way better than everything else. So once again, the data was obtained directly from submissions and is 100% accurate. And we have some other high represented leaders that I believe are worth going through. There was Vegeta, 15 Vegetas at 7.8%. One of them made it to the top 16. Beerus, 13 Beeruses at 6.7%. One of them made it to the top 16. Broly at 5.7%. None of them made it to the event. And because some of these are very small, at the very high end, the lowest amount that a leader had was Yellow Vegeta. That's the 2. It's barely visible. It's barely visible, but that is Yellow Vegeta. Cooler, Ginyu, and Starter Goku were not at the event. Not a single copy of Cooler, Ginyu, and Starter Goku was at the event, or at least that I found going through deck submissions. So yeah, free leaders completely absent, everything else making 48%, and then just Topku. Just Topku. Now let's jump into the color breakdown. So here is the color breakdown from the PPG Regionals event. 118 red decks in total. 61% of all decks in the room were red leaders. So this shows you all the decks from each color combined. The next highest color was blue at 34 decks or 17%, followed by green at 28 decks or 14%, and then the loser was yellow with only 12 decks equaling to 6%. So as it stands, red was the highest represented color in the room, eclipsing all other colors, just eclipsing them. And while other colors had decent numbers, I mean, we take it as a stretch, right? Like the numbers are decent, at least for blue and for green. Yellow, not really, but blue and green, okay numbers. So while the other colors had decent numbers, only one blue deck and only one yellow deck got into top 16. The rest of the decks were red. Before we end the video, let's quickly jump into the summary. So now you know the real numbers from the regionals, and they are heavily in Topku's favor. It's not 87%, but it is like 50 something. So yeah, they're heavily into Topku's favor. All colors had like decent number of decks, but all of them just got ran over by the unstoppable Topkus. Unstoppable train of Topkus, the red paint train. Cooler, Ginyu, and Starter Goku were completely absent from the event. Not a single Cooler, Ginyu, or Starter Goku was at the event. So yeah, rip those three decks. I found one Starter Goku, and then it was resubmitted for Topku. Yeah, I just figured that's a funny situation. Yeah, so rip those three decks. RIP, dead. Something will have to be done about Topku. So we were expecting an errata dropping any day now. If you want to hear my opinion, I will be talking about this on a stream like an hour after this video goes out 8 p.m. Central European time. And I'll probably be dropping a video on it as well. So I believe I know what's gonna happen to Topku. So yeah, something will happen. We can expect an errata any day now. I suspect Friday, because usually ban list updates and such come on Friday and then the website is updated. So if you're playing Topku, you're loving the game at the moment. If you're playing Topku, you are having a blast. Everyone else, let's wait for the errata. That's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below. What's your opinion on the Topku domination? Are you a member of the unstoppable Topku train? Do you hate what you're seeing? Are you like, man, I just want to play cooler? What's going on here? Let me know in the comments below. I read all of your comments. I try to respond to everything. I love our little community. And huge congratulations to the winner of the last video's giveaway. Congrats, you won 2 digital pack codes. Reach out to me either on Facebook or on Discord. My tag is in the description below, and everyone else, you have another chance to win 2 digital pack codes. And guys, while I still have you here, please share the video, hit those like and subscribe buttons, help us get to 6k subs when I'm gonna give away a box of set 2 codes. If we get there by June, I'll give away 2. Anyway, this has been Damien from The Lookout, and I'll see all of you in the next video.